activity, well, I can't even say why. But there are people who are in the bar.
During 2.5 days of hardcore horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well done to everybody.
Oh yeah, we have stuff.
We have wine. We're not drunk, honestly.
No.
We're just saying a kind of farewell video, but we're going to first tell you about what's been going on today, which today's been pretty good on the whole.
Yeah. I there's been stuff I haven't liked, but there's been stuff to make up for it as well. So it's, you know.
Definitely. So kicking off today, we had De Fan, which is a 1982 film we were surprised to discover.
Yeah.
We were thinking, oh, we're going to see this new movie. Then we get told about this like obscure German film that had this actress who was on Radio Luxembourg, and she was 16 at the time, and she did a lot of nude scenes, so it was a bit controversial.
A very long sex scene, very long.
Yeah.
Like, about a third of the way through, I think I slept.
Yeah, we've had a lot of like soft porn this year, which is kind of interesting, you know.
Well, you know, it happens.
But it's fine. Sex is normal.
But yeah, I do think with De Fan, it kind of shows, like, I'm surprised it hasn't been remade.
It needs to be remade with One
nice.
Direction. If you guys seen the Crazy About One Direction documentary, that is the modern day De Fan.
You're going to stop me off on my One Direction and
That's
David Cameron
right.
slash now.
Do not do that. No, do not do that. That's just
Check
too
it out.
horrifying.
Coming soon.
But yeah, De Fan is basically about this girl who's obsessed with this Gary Newman style pop star. And I didn't really get it because he was just like, his singing was boring.
Gary Newman, Kiki, say that.
I know. Well, he
wouldn't do
wasn't
anything.
Gary Newman, though, was it? No, but this guy it was just a bit like, it was just showing obsession, but the actual ending of the film, without giving too much away, was pretty chilling.
Yeah.
And it was like a bit unexpected because you've got this really like sleazy film going on for a while. And she's kind of annoying. It's like, just get over yourself. You're never going to meet this guy. When she does, he just does the usual pop star thing, sleeps with her.
I think it kind of helps for the film, though, that he is, like, to an audience, quite a bland character.
Yeah.
Like, you don't quite see the appeal.
Yeah,
And why
definitely.
she's so into him. Which is the same way I feel about Harry Styles. But
Yeah, but he's too young for
curly
us anyway.
hair, is that it? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So then we moved on to one of the most amazing films
God.
of the festival that actually won, Big Bad Wolves, and we've both been anticipating that because we'd heard of good like reviews from Fright Fest.
Yeah.
And it really did meet expectations. It's a very harrowing portrayal of what like parents go through basically a child murder. It's very, very dark, but it was an interesting film because it took a lot of dark humour in it.
Oh, yeah, there were things in there I laughed at and then caught myself laughing and went, oh, why are you laughing at that?
I know, it's
like,
terrible.
It's a farce surrounding a child killer. Like, that's the only way I could properly explain it. Yeah, but it's good. Like, we all needed a sit down and a drink after it.
Definitely.
Because it doesn't pull any punches. It doesn't allow you a get out at any point. And that's great. I really like it when films decide on something and stick it through.
Yeah.
You know, it just helps a lot.
And I think it wasn't too gratuitous, obviously, with the child killings and that. There was a little description in there that was really chilling and made you feel really ill. But
it was enough. It wasn't too
was
much.
plenty,
It was enough to kind of slap you and go, this is what they're dealing with, without being sort of exploitative and over the top, so the point that people maybe would turn away from it.
Yeah, and seeing like a paedophile get tortured is pretty good anyway, because they just deserve it.
Well, yeah, I think for a lot of the film, it's a comment about vigilante justice and the failings of something like that, and you know, and the failings when there's emotions involved, which of course points to, you know, the job that police do in investigating these sorts of crimes, an incredibly difficult thing. And who doesn't get emotional about it? It is shocking, I think. Fantastic sound as well.
Yeah,
which we were told was even better at Fright Fest.
Yeah, the
but,
music,
I mean, it was fab here.
The score was beautiful. You know, that really did heighten the emotion throughout the film. And I obviously just check Big Bad Wolves out if you haven't already. It is absolutely phenomenal. we had the Secret film, and it kind of was a letdown for us. We're not huge sci-fi fans, but that wasn't really the problem.
No.
It was a film called Almost Human, and our issue with it was it basically ripped off really well-known superior films that all horror fans love, like The Shining and Halloween.
Yeah, the Halloween thing. But the problem is when you have a film that's not that good, and it sort of makes a reference to a film that is really good and really well loved, you're like, why am I watching this? Why aren't I watching that? And that's the danger with, like, I think people thinking, oh, I'll put in a Halloween reference, that'll be brilliant, people will love that. And it's like, no, I wish I was watching that and not this.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, and the phallic kind of symbols in it. My God. Just no. Moving on.
Yeah, what was after
Delivery.
that? Oh,
Delivery. Right, take Paranormal Activity.
Do your joke.
Right, okay.
Dying to.
Delivery did not deliver. It's terrible.
It's worse than Good Egg, I'll tell you that.
It is. It's disgusting, but Delivery was a found footage movie about this really irritating couple on a reality TV show who were documenting their first pregnancy. Now, it's like a load of shit on MTV these days, apart from Catfish. Catfish is good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And
I'm still trying for that gig though.
yeah. Other than that, it's just a lot of generic, like, unknown people getting pregnant and then we're watching them have a baby. Well, we're not, but we just know society is somewhere. And it's just not interesting. So they take that and then they try to do this Paranormal Activity thing with it, with this demon, which was a black thing with boobs. We saw that from a picture in the film.
Yeah. For me, it was like promised that it was different, and it wasn't.
What did it do?
It's every single other found footage film you've ever seen in a house. Like, that's all it is. And I don't understand why. Like, there was a bit of a buzz about it in the Q&A, and I didn't really get it because I felt like there was nothing to ask. You know, you knew that, you know, for me there was no ambiguity, there was nothing at all in it. It was just, oh, we'll go through all these, and that camera cracking thing.
That wound you up, didn't it?
I was so annoyed because I jump at loud noises. It's just something that happens.
I felt that all weekend.
But, you know, well, the fireworks last night.
Oh, yeah, that's another story, people.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like, you're in the middle of a scene and you constantly got this. It's like, come on, people. Let's just do something else.
It was one of those that just gave you the giggles, though. I started laughing during it, and I just couldn't help myself.
Inappropriate laughter is probably one of the best things at horror festivals. It is, and there was quite a bit of it during that. We can't spoil it, but like, if you've seen it, ask us what the unintentional laughter moment was, because it was comedy.
But all I was saying, if you're having an argument, like a private argument, why would you have a bloody camera crew filming you? It's crazy. It's like these people, it's just all that kind of, you know, craving for fame, and a lot of people do it. And I know it's a commentary on that, but it didn't really offer anything.
No, this is the thing. The same with Almost Human as well. It kind of offered nothing in terms of being anything new or having any sort of stylistic flair that sort of put it apart from every other film of that type that's gone before it.
Exactly.
You know, that's my problem. I'll forgive a lot of a film. Like, even Strange Colour of My Body's Tears, I sat through so much of that because it was so different. Like, be different. A lot of people you'll alienate, but some people really love it.
Yeah.
Even if it's only one or two.
Yeah. And to close, we had a fantastic short film.
Yes.
From the director of Him Indoors. I'll let you take this one because you're a huge fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite something because I always find that horror comedy is quite a difficult balance to achieve, because at some point you have to decide where you're going with it. There's only so long that you can balance those. I mean, like Shaun of the Dead, there's only a certain point where they can balance jokes and tragedy before it has to... It has to choose, you know, you do have to choose. But I think what Paul Davis does really well, like that we've seen in Him Indoors and as well in The Body, is just this ability to perfectly balance them. And it really shows like his love of American Werewolf as well in terms of the way he's done things. The Body is a story of a killer played by Alfie Allen, I believe his name was, who was fantastic.
Yes,
what a brilliant look he's got for being like.
He's the classic kind of psychopath.
He's so good. Like you look at him and you think, yeah, that fits. It's the whole Patrick Bateman thing. I think.
He definitely had that going. That was the whole joke. This bloke is basically trying to get away with a murder on Halloween night because he's thinking he has this body, can drag it around. People think it's a prop, and they do. And then hilarity ensues, basically.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was made for loving you.